Hi. Hello, good morning. It's Thanksgiving in the United States of America, and it's a very difficult day to really reconcile for me, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Not because I don't think that it's great for us to set aside time for gratitude, but because the gratitude of some is predicated upon the harm of others at the foundation of this holiday. So I'm not really like if you know me by now, you know that I kind of go along with American secular holidays for the sake of the fact that I was raised here and I experienced them, and it's a day that we're off and whatever, but like I'm just not really like like things like Thanksgiving, 4th of July, like Valentine's Day. I'm not really like interested in them. I think that it's important to acknowledge the history of what's happened, and then of course when we look in the world at all the other things that are going on, all of the painful things happening in Ukraine, in Palestine, it's overwhelming. So I'm bringing myself here today to chant, and I'm sort of struggling with the willful ignorance of everything that is wrong. So I'm just saying that. That's my little disclaimer. And now let's get into practice. I'm honoring Santa Muerte. We are sending out energies today for the over 11,000 people in Palestine who have been killed by the bombings there. We're sending out our energy today to everyone who's been killed in Ukraine, and to everybody who's lost someone to these horrific conflicts that are not caused by the average person, but the average person bears the greatest brunt. So let's get into it. If you like me woke up today feeling like I don't care about turkey and pie, I don't care about, you know, all of that. I care about whether or not children are being killed right now. If you woke up like that today with like me, and then at the same time you're also like, I will also celebrate with my family. I will also be present because I love people and I want to enjoy my family, and I want to enjoy my day with my loved ones. So you're in that place. This chanting is for you. Madre mía, Santa Muerte, ante las dificultades de la vida, ayúdame. En mis desaciertos, ilumíname. En mis soledades, acompáñeme. En los horas difíciles, fortaléceme. En más tentaciones, defiéndeme. En las peñas y tristezas, consuélame. Con tu inmenso poder, protégeme. Con tu infinito amor, ámame. con tu gran bondad, mírame, con tu mano providente, guíame, así sea por siempre. Amen. I just would like to say, Albert, right before I came and started my meditation today, Albert showed me the footage of the protesters blocking the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, and I was so happy to see it. There's very little I could do from here for something like that. Obviously, it's all the way across the country, but those people are so brave. The people who have been doing these actions in major urban areas where the disruption is truly meaningful are so brave. Tikiotl. Tikiotl is our card today. Medicinal arts. Tikiotl. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Red Fox. Nice to see you. All right, so Tikiotl includes the medicinal arts, divination, and midwifery. For the ancient Mexicans, this meant maintaining physical, mental, and emotional health of the community and preserving harmony with the universe. Illness was believed to be the product of broken equilibrium, and Tikiot was the medicine and the practice that restored balance. Rituals, prayers, and chants were combined with medicinal plants to reestablish health. Those that practiced Tikiot, the tiki, the titi, those that practice Tikiotl, who are known as the Titichi or Titiki, also led rites of passage rituals, establishing a new balance for both people and their communities. When you draw this card, it is an invitation to heal yourself, to find balance, to bring equilibrium to your inner self, and to live in harmony with the universe. Take the time and find out and use the medicine that works for you, including plants, prayer, and other modalities. Hi, Linda. So, today is a day for our herbal healing, our divination, our meditation, and the other things that bring us true deep healing and balance to our spirits. And one of the things that comes to my mind right away is how many people do have this day off. And if they're not at work, there's that restorative time to relax, to heal. I really want to encourage you, if you are somebody who is constantly responsible for others, if you're the one who's financing, cooking, cleaning, working, shuttling around, taking people places here and there, today, please, please take a nap. If you have the day off today, take a nap. The allowing oneself to sleep when the body wants to sleep is something that is so far removed from Western culture that we kind of are supposed to containerize our sleep between these hours and these hours and occupy our time in the rest of the day. That leads us to feeling like we're not able to just rest and relax and heal when we need to. So that's one thing. Second thing is look at the herbs in your food today as healing modalities. The sage that you put in your stuffing is really great for bringing down a fever, bringing on delayed menstruation, helping to clear congestion. The cinnamon and nutmeg and cardamom in your pumpkin pie are all things that have beneficial effects for gut health. What others can you think of? What other herbs are you including in your celebrations today? Take a look at how those herbs might be beneficial to rebalancing. And last but not least, maybe because we had this card drawn today that invites us to perform divination, today perform a divination for yourself. Receive a message from the universe about what do you need in order to bring yourself into balance. Yeah, Linda says rosemary, which is fantastic for memory. Um, yeah, so that's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. Now let's get into our chanting. As usual, we're starting with 3 prostrations before the Shrine of Guan Yin. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention for those suffering right now under the unspeakable conditions of war and genocide. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. Omahong, 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 Omahong. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxi and Pusa, calling out to Guanyin and asking her to please to put into our hearts mercy and compassion for those suffering, even when we're in moments of celebration. Namo Guanxi and Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi and Pusa. Namo Guanxi and Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi and Pusa. Namo Guanxi and Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi and Pusa. Namo Guanxi and Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi and Pusa. Namo Guanxi and Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi and Pusa. Namo Guanxi and Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi and Pusa. Namo Guanxi and Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. 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 And the prayer for the Mani reciter of Calm by Gyaltse Tokme Zangpo. Lama Dankun Shiksum Lakchaksa Lo Dakni Changchut Ningpur Chike Bar Gangang Gangdu Kepa De Dang Der Tadu Tuje Champo Jedzin Shing Gusum Gewe Chila Chipar Sho Jamdang Ning Je Champo Kunlang Ne Tuje Champo Duljar Girpanam Lame Changchup Chola Gope Chir Tuje Champo Trinle Je Par Sho. Homage to the Guru and Three Jewels. From now until I reach the essence of awakening, wherever I may be reborn, in that place, may I always carry out the great compassionate one's activities and dedicate my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Inspired by loving kindness and great compassion, in order to lead all Mahakarunika's followers to supreme and unsurpassable awakening, may I carry out the great compassionate one's activity. Lama Dankun Shiksum Lakchaksa Lo Dakni Changchut Nipur Chike Bar Gangang Gangdu Kepa De Dang Der Tadu Tuje Champo Jetsin Shing Gusum Gewe Chila Chipar Sho Jamdang Ningje Champo Kunlang Ne Tuje Champo Dulchar Girpanam Lame Changchut Chola Gope Chir Tuje Champo Trinle Jepar Sho. And now 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hung, sending out these energies to all in need today. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Do the follow. Wait. Every once in a while, this happens to me. Om Sosti. Through the powerful. Well, I'm not gonna do it if I'm not gonna do it right. Hang on. Through the powerful, I think it's the powerful intercession. Here we are. There we go. Okay. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of supreme bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And now we can dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And I'll be back tomorrow and wishing everyone a good day.